country towards brown and black men.
Correct.
So that's what's happened.
Yes.
How the hell do we get back to that? Because that's what we need to be talking about.
Okay.
Because that's the biggest issue going on right now.
So all right? So now and I go back to ask you the question: is it the NFL's place to have us talk about it?
Yes.
Yes.
Why is it the NFL's job to have us talk about social injustices?
Because
they get paid. Oh,
go ahead.
Because
You have to have these conversations.
No.
If you
But
don't
why
have
is it
these
a players? Why is it that players and why is it that businessman's purpose
to
do that?
So from our round panel discussion that we had, and we not only talked about why you felt that it was wrong or right, or however you felt about it, but we offered solutions. And because of that, that's where, thankfully, in the next, what we did in this quarter, we're going to at least do this once a quarter. Hopefully once a month, but have these panel discussions. Because at the end of the day, it's up to us to change the narrative that's being fed from other media outlets to say, no, these are the real issues. And the solution is accountability. We have to be accountable for ourselves, what we do in the community, and it starts there first.
I agree with that.
After that, because at some point, you're not going to get the quote-unquote global help that you need until, unfortunately, some people see you helping yourself.
Yes.
That's just, unfortunately, that's just a narrative that we live in.
Very much true.
That if we don't help, how am I going to help you if you're not willing to help
Because you
yourself?
know what? Because the whole narrative with Black Lives Matter got switched when black people said, hey, cops are killing us. And they said, well, you're killing each other. So black lives don't even matter to y'all. They changed the whole... They changed the whole narrative.
Another narrative.
That's what I'm saying. So when you start... I think it goes back to what you just said. You start in your own community. Help yourselves. When you value yourselves and start showing yourselves more respect, everyone else has to start showing more respect.
Yes, because there's no change.
Why do we say BS if we don't even try it?
I'm not saying we don't try it, but there's no change. No change has ever come in America unless everybody's involved.
Correct.
They don't show. They purposely don't show you that there's white on white crime in their neighborhoods because they don't want to get. To me, this is what I feel. This is Rick King talking. They do not want the white folks to get in an uproar about because just as much white on white crime is going on as it is black crime.
That's true.
But they only publicize the black on black crime because they know they can keep us in the uproar. And unfortunately, when we're in the uproar, we make the dumbest decisions. A lot of the time, we make a lot of dumb decisions. An uproar. But if they started to publicize. If we start to publicize...
It's just a narrative, once again, that changes strategy. You're going to have crime wherever you live.
Exactly.
Whether it's black versus white, it's your community. Your community is primarily white, black, Asian, and that's going to be the situation. The thing that we also have to change as far as being accountable is the education factor.
Yes, sir.
We have to educate each other, educate the young, because once you're not educated, then to your point, you start to make the dumb mistakes. Also, the next thing is economics. So if you're put into economic and even to the education of teaching economics to realize that, hey, this is the things that you need to succeed financially. Once you're able to have some type of financial worth about yourself, and I'm not talking about a lot of money, just financial worth about yourself, you conduct yourself totally different.
Yes.
So if we all have a job, I'm not trying to steal from you. I'm not trying to rob you. Because I got to go and work and provide the same as any of us.
Yes.
But if you the only person with a job and us three don't, we coming after you because we got to feed our family.
Yes.
You the only one working, we're going to take from you.
Now, the reason why I feel that the NFL has a responsibility.
Tell me the NFL. I'm still trying to figure out why the NFL has a responsibility.
Same reason they feel they have a responsibility to the Susan Good, the breast cancer of America. The same reason they feel they have a responsibility
domestic
to fight
violence.
The same reason they feel they
have
a choice. They have made a choice to champion all these other causes, diseases. Now, this was going on in our community is a disease.
Okay, so here's my question. Okay, what's the disease and what's the cure?
The cure is education.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what's the
The, cure,
disease?
the disease is there's some unlawful things going on to us in our communities.
Mhm. I can agree on that.
And a high percentage of the NFL come from those communities.
Okay.
These NFL owners are prospering off of these guys.
So are those players.
Yes, they are.
So let's
But no. So these players who are trying to should not be punished because they're trying to help their community. And the NFL has a responsibility because a lot of these stadiums are in these communities. A lot of these,
Like the one here in Atlanta.
yes, just like the one here in
Lion
Atlanta.
City is right there.
that
And it's
You
right
know,
there.
The bluff
thank you.
is
The bluff is
three
4 blocks
three
away.
blocks from.
I was in the block the other day.
3
4
blocks,
blocks
from.
away.
Man.
4 blocks away.
Bruh, we are. So you can't tell me Arthur should not
Be very careful if you're coming here for the Super Bowl.
it's
Don't
not
go
only-
to the bluff.
Hey, Arthur
just
has
give
a
me your money.
responsibility.
I know.
Arthur has a responsibility to the community around him
Why?
because
Why?
he's making money off that
No,
community.
he does not. Why can that? I do not. I
Okay.
do not think a businessman has a responsibility to the community.
It's a moral
If I'm
responsibility.
I don't
No,
care
no,
about
no,
it.
no, 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 no. It's
If
not about my
morals,
morals.
If it
This
was
is about
about
business.
morals, come on
This is
now.
No,
about
I'm saying
business.
the people
Business-
that are
once
doing
you have
this,
business,
they looking
there's
like,
nothing about-
okay,
Yeah,
you
business
got the ear. They have the ear of the masses. So if they feel some kind of way, they're on that platform. They should be able to say what they feel.
Business 101 is no morals. If you're going to be successful in business,
Almost
most
cutthroat.
yeah.
I mean,
that's
I
how-
get
that's how
you
that.
have to. Yeah,
But that's
no
that's
morals.
part of the problem though, because now you're looking at it in that business eye, and you're only seeing it from that business eye. The
Yeah.
people that are making these decisions
Because
are only
the poor
seeing it
man
from the
can't.
business eye,
The poor man
and
is
they're
not going to make me
forgetting.
prosper. The poor man is not going to make me prosper. It's like you cannot.
But
Yes.
it's not
Yes.
about
Let me
that.
tell you-
Let me tell you why I say
money,
BS.
but he
It's
will
that
provide
thing.
you.
How can you help me up if you're not up?
Let me answer that
But
question.
are
because
you
if
willing
look-
to help anybody else up?
Yeah,
Or
once I
because
get
the
up,
time
yeah,
is
answer that question
good.
for you.
Because Arthur is giving back to the community. Don't act like Arthur is not giving back to the community now.
We're not talking
Well,
about
well,
him
Mercedes-
specifically.
No,
he
but you
does.
said Arthur,
no,
but he does.
no, that's
Hold on.
because
You say-
he's
the
the
poor-
owner that's here.
the black dollar.
I said poor. I didn't say the black dollar.
Okay,
No,
the
no,
poor
poor.
dollar. Okay,
Poor
hold
is
on,
all.
the poor dollar. Okay,
Poor
okay.
has all. It's
The
all.
poor dollar.
Poor has no dollar.
The poor dollar.
Poor is.
Could you hit that dump for me? Hit his dump for me one more time. Because the poor spends their money on anything they can. If
Whole
the
lot
latest,
more.
at the every dollar,
You're
you
right.
know that.
You're
Hey,
right about those.
okay, so the poor
You're going to the store. You
spends
see
their.
people.
Oh
You're
my.
going to the store. You see people who cannot afford Ralph Lauren
Yes, sir.
yelling, "I only wear polo."
Yes, sir.
What the hell?
And living in the project.
They living in the projects. Come on, man.
Come on now.
Because
So
they
poor
see
money,
them.
Come on.
has helped Arthur and all these owners, billionaire owners, make their money.
Okay.
The poor dollar.
I can take it.
Because you
I can take it.
and I'm gonna take
Because they do
and,
buy-
and,
they
and,
buy-
and I'm
they
gonna
buy
help
t-shirts.
and
They
I'm
buy
gonna help
t-shirts.
and I'm gonna help you break this
They
all
buy
the way down
t-shirts.
in Atlanta.
What?
Michael Vick, when Michael Vick got the job in Atlanta as the quarterback, who you think was in the dome?
Wasn't a lot of poor people. Cause
Did you
A lot
what?
of poor people there.
they were.
What?
Those tickets cost pretty penny, man.
And that's what they did. They went to work to get that pretty penny
Whatever
so they
it
can
took.
see Michael Vick. So they can get the Michael Vick experience.
Sad, man.
The poor dollar.
Yeah.
Once again, the number to call in is 404-603-8770. We finna open up the phone lines right now. If
Eight,
anybody,
926-7563.
if anybody just walked in the basement and got something to say it. I don't care what you're looking at.
Who was that?
If you're ready to talk about it, holler at your boy.
Was that somebody or did we just cut loose?
Is anybody on the phone?
Dictate what you should be doing.
Okay. What? Jeff, you are on air. We just brought you on. Holler at your boy. Talk to say, we start that all over again. We clicked you in late. I can hear you now. Jeff, you gotta be quick. Yes. She been racist. She should have never been allowed back on the TV. Exactly. You're right.
Yep.
Hey, cuz, I hate to. Go ahead. Exactly. 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 Hey Jeff, thank you for coming in the barbershop. Hey, cuz, thank you for coming in the barbershop. Hey, I hate to cut you off, but
that's the
time
point
is coming short.
and that's a point that's been made constantly, repeatedly, is that comment that hey, you're right.
Yep.
The military paid for that.
Exactly. The military still paying.
Yeah,
the military still paying for.
job.
So if we
They
so
did a
damn
job.
patriotic in this country, why is the military having to pay to have this displayed?
I will say, like, it goes back to me saying that by folks saying that, okay, that them staying inside is silencing them. I still look at it as if you don't show up for something, if you don't show, what people tell you. All right, so recently there was a boycott here in Atlanta. What did they tell the people? Don't show up for the bus. Don't show up and drive those kids to school. Don't show up. And what happened? Those people didn't show up. So their presence was known. The same thing.
It's different. It's different.
How's it different? If you don't show up for something, your presence,
Let him talk.
your
Let him
absence
talk.
will be noted.
The protest was not to show up. This protest is saying you can't come on the field and do anything. So that's the difference.
But you're still. But are you protesting
If they say
by not coming out for the flag?
No.
How are you not?
No.
because you can write anything to say why you weren't there. You can
if the-
lie.
if the-
But if you come out and
No.
take a
No.
knee, then that's showing. Or not even taking a knee. If you raise your fist, for Black Power or whatever, that is still a form of protest that will get you fined.
Let me ask you a question.
So
Let me ask you a question.
if you're at work, and you're told that, we're gonna have something, and if you don't show up, it's a problem, you will be fined. That's different.
Yeah.
But if you're told if you come in here and protest, then you're gonna have a problem at work, but you just stay away so as not to be involved, are you really protesting?
No,
And you're
no,
not.
that's not the same thing.
It's
No,
the exact
no,
same
no, let
thing.
me tell you why it's not the same thing. Here's your analogy, what you need. Your analogy is this. If they were told that if you don't show up on that field, you're fined. And if you do show up on that field and kneel, you're fined. What they're telling them is that if 43 Eagle players don't show up on that field and protest of black people being prosecuted at an alarming rate, you're telling me that that won't be noticed. You tell
3? That's a lot of people.
Okay, if 20.
20.
If,
And what happens
if
by
it-
week 2
but-
when you like?
But
oh,
guess
I'm
what just
staying in
happened?
there to stay
But
taped
no.
up.
But
But I'm not really.
No, no,
I don't
no.
really want to
But-
rub
No.
the NFL the wrong
Just-
way, so I'm gonna
Just
stay
go
back
ahead.
and hang out.
Just send them
So
everybody,
who is
send
that?
everybody back in.
Who is
Send
that?
everybody back in.
Who is that?
That's
Because
what
the people who
Nobody comes out. That's. If
Everybody
you
stay
really
in.
want
I
to
think
stay,
this is a perfect business. This is perfect for business, and it's
Don't
still
make
and
dollars.
it's,
Don't make sense.
it's
And
perfect
that's
for
the
business.
problem. And that's the
Because
problem. If
you
you don't
know
say that,
what- hold on.
don't say that one more
And
time.
still
Don't say that one
don't
more
make
time.
dollars that don't make sense.
And they're not
So-
paying enough. They're
So
not
when the
making enough sense
commercials,
of our dollars.
when the
Let me
commercials,
ask you- but
when the
here's-
commercials come
Go ahead.
back,
Mhm.
then we're gonna stop seeing the flag shown. Because at that point, when the KFCs, the Pepsis, let me get who else is on the NFL. The Papa John's.
Coca-Cola.
Papa John's is gone. All
Pepsi.
All
Yeah.
Pepsi stuff. Pizza Hut, thank you.
Pizza Hut.
When those people start saying, here's more money than what the NFL is paying you, then that's when you start to see the commercials like we did before 2009.
Yeah.
That was the only reason why the flag wasn't shown outside of the Super Bowl is because they were paying enough money to say, show my commercial right before tip-off.
Yeah.
We went straight from commercials to the kickoff.
Yeah.
There was no in-between because they had paid enough money for that.
So it's like, unless you're a fan, you didn't know this stuff was going on.
You didn't know this was going on.
Yeah.
So
And
unless
the
you're
other
there
thing is,
understanding.
real quickly, these 32 owners are not affected by police brutality, whether it's their family members or themselves. The reason why they have cancer, somebody in their family, wife, auntie, daughter, even a male at this point, because cancer is spread to everyone.
Johnson don't care.
We were talking about mental health was last month.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
They have family. If it affects them, then there's a cause for it.
You know,
They don't have a cause.
There are minority business. There are minority partners.
And
in
until
those-
one of them,
in
until
those
one of them
organizations.
gets pulled over, or
I'm
until one of
asking,
them's
y'all do
family
know that, right?
members,
Yes.
Y'all do know there are minority
But
owners
they're not
who are
affected.
partners.
But they're
with
not
us.
affected.
No.
They're not
So,
affected.
so you're saying the black minority owner, hold on, listen. Hear what you're saying. Ward Dunn is a black minority owner. Hold on, listen. Ward Dunn is a black minority owner of the Atlanta Falcons.
But guess what?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Ward Dunn comes from where? Louisiana, New Orleans. All right. So you're telling me Ward Dunn does not know people who are affected by these laws?
I said the
it
32.
hasn't come
32
out
owners.
that
But they have partners.
personally
They have partners.
affected.
But
Listen,
Ward Dunn didn't have a vote.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Ward Dunn didn't have
I'm
a
gonna tell you
vote.
something. At work, a month ago,
Hurry
I
up,
was
you gotta get up out of here.
having a discussion with one of my coworkers, and he was saying, "Man, I got pulled over, and they gave me a ticket." I'm like, "You're lucky." He's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "When I get pulled over, I don't know if that's my last time on this earth." We work together.
Yeah.
So now, can he go and champion for me? Possibly, but not really because he's still not affected by it.
I agree with that part.
We're
That
close.
part's not real.
I've been to the house. He's been to mine. We play
I
golf.
agree.
But he's still not affected yet
I can
because
agree
it's
with
not close enough.
Yes.
And that business owner is not a family member.
Ward Dunn
It's
was
not
in
close
Buckhead.
enough.
You're right, they're
Ward
not.
Dunn was not in Buckhead when they made the vote because Arthur Blanky is the majority owner, and they don't care.
Yes,
They don't give
but
a damn about
they-
Arthur.
do they have the ear, though?
Hey, unfortunately, our time is up. We might continue this in a few minutes, but we got to get up out of here done. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hey, we gonna continue
Thank
this.
you,
Please, hey, let
Come
us
back,
know
man. Come
when
back.
y'all have the next conversation. Somebody will be there from Talking Around the
Both
Mix.
of us.
Hey,
If not all three of
unfortunately,
us.
it's about that time. This hour done got up out of here once again. It's about that time to get on up out of here.
It's time to go listen to the Butter Rim sound.
Hey, yes, sir. Hey, apparently. Hey, we finna clean the clippers, sweep the floors, DNA Sport Talk done. We'll be cleaning the bathroom. The shop is closed.
We out.
You gonna take the trash out though?
No.
Get about.
Y'all can start rolling in there.
So, the interviews you guys, I'm pretty sure he only be